just reaching for a piece of you.
Hey everyone, I'm Tony Moore and this is Killer Drums TV. Welcome to In the Big Chair. Today we have a very special guest. His name is Max Sportelli. Max is an amazing jazz drummer and absolutely proficient in the jazz art, can I tell you. We've just been watching him play and it's been amazing. So we thought we'd get to know him a little bit better. So Max, tell us a bit about yourself, about sort of growing up and when you first got into drums.
Oh, God, first, wow, gee, where's that start? My father actually got me into drums. My father was the ultimate Italian wedding singer.
Oh, nice, yeah.
You know, with the gold chains and the flashy suit and stuff. And he started me in drums. He always wanted to be a drummer himself. And
right. What age were you back then?
8.
Eight. So were you playing with your dad back then?
No, he started me with my first drum lesson when I was about 9.
Yeah.
And I started, once I was proficient enough, I started playing with him when I was about 12.
Wow.
In the Italian Melbourne reception scene.
Yeah, great. What kind of a song, like what would have been the first song you remember playing back then?
Oh, gee, back then it was that typical Italian dance band. So we're playing, would have been, we call it a tarantella in Italian,
Right.
which is like a 2/4, like oompa oompa, that kind of.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah.
So we'll be playing lots of tangos, waltzes, and all that kind of stuff. And
So that kind of got you into that kind of more jazz orientation, or what were you back at 12? So 12-year-old Max, what was your music influence?
Gee, a good question. Back then at 12, I think I was just listening to what parents had in their record collection. It was lots of Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Lots of the.
Who was the drummer for Elvis Presley again? I can't remember him.
I can't.
He was a masterful player.
Yeah.
Had a beautiful feel on the drums.
Yes.
His main studio guy. So we're back, 12 years old, starting doing gigs with your dad.
Yes.
When did you start to early influences in music and start to define your kind of sound? When was that?
I think that's when I started. When I went to music college, I think when I was about 18.
What college was that one?
I went to a place called the Music Box Hill TAFE.
Okay.
And they had a fantastic music college there. And I got together with the teacher there, a guy called Bruce Barber.
Right.
Who really sort of opened my ears to lots of different jazz drummers and styles. Because I was coming from really, that reception kind of industry, but listening to a lot of things like actually rock really too. Not so much jazz back then, but I was listening to Toto and Journey and all that kind of stuff, So I was into those guys, but I didn't really start listening or opening my ears up to jazz until I met this great teacher called Bruce Barber, and he got me into jazz and to listen to a few different other influences. Yeah.
So your early jazz influences, what kind of like JoJo, or who were you drawing your feel, your vibe from?
I think I was listening to a lot more Jack DeJohnette.
Okay, quite dark actually tones, isn't it?
He really sort of opened my ears. A lot of Schofield stuff. A lot of the old sort of, who else was I listening to? Just any of those guys, anything from all those big artists, from the 20s right up to, all that whole jazz era and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've been Melbourne music scene for quite some time.
Yep.
And then you did a big move, I guess, and came up to the Sunshine Coast, Mullaney.
Yes. That was.
Tell us about that. How did
that would have been
about?
20 years ago now. Yeah.
Wow.
I think I just approached the wife and said, I love the Melbourne scene, and I miss the Melbourne food. But
what's your favourite Italian restaurant down there?
My mother, mate.
Your mother?
It's a home cooking.
Wow.
Mum's the ultimate Italian cook, chef.
I'm hungry all of a sudden.
Yeah. The move, I think it was just time, just a bit of a change, really, just to get out. Wasn't so much for the music. I think, at that time we didn't have any kids. We just wanted to be hippies and get out there on the road and try something different. But and also it was just getting a little bit, the rut in Melbourne, and
Yeah.
You know, it's everyone's just in a hurry to go nowhere. So
Yeah,
we
well,
just
it's nice
travelled
and
up north.
different move up here.
Yeah.
It's different pace.
Yeah, well, we found this great place called Mullaney, and
Yeah.
that's been it's 20 years ago. So
Awesome. Now, I've
Nice
seen you
place.
play with numerous different artists.
Yeah.
But who are you playing with at the moment? Like, what kind of outfits?
I'm freelancing a lot at the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone really. Just doing quite a few regulars in hometown, Mullaney, which is
Yeah.
great. There's a nice new venue that's popped up called Mullaney Lane.
Mullaney Lane. Okay.
And I'm
Nice.
playing there with a band called Renegade Funk. Another band called Funk Lover.
Okay.
Which is like a Balkan funky thing.
Yeah.
Which is
So
very cool.
originals or kind of a mix?
Renegade Funk's just pretty much originals. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just get up there and we just have a jam and play some tunes, come up with some riffs.
Yeah.
On the spot. You know.
The funky
That's-
drummer.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Lots
What's-
of funky stuff.
Yeah.
And a few jazz things. So we've got a little jazz trio up there called the Max Sportelli trio. That's with a beautiful bass player called Peter Walters and
I've
called
heard
Ross
Peter.
Nixon on
Yep.
piano.
Ross,
Good old Ross.
I know Ross. I've
Yeah.
played with Ross a few times.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he played on some stuff for me ages ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Small world.
he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Ross is great.
He's
We'll
a
we'll
bit
put
of a
some
larrikin.
social media links down there to some of these guys and
Yeah.
and also to Max as well. So what's your kind of favourite groove? Like we're talking about funk playing, Bernard Purdy and all those kind of guys. But what's your favourite kind of a funk groove?
I do like the funk stuff. I like it. I'm pretty open-minded to anything. As long as it's got a nice pocket, nice groove.
Yeah, I was just
but-
listening to you play before. I could actually hear that you're really responding to the different sounds and tones around you.
Yeah.
Which is probably why you're so artful.
Yes.
At jazz drumming, the way you play stuff and backing off, and it's just really nice to. You've
Yeah.
got a great
Oh, cool.
feel.
Yeah.
Really, really lovely. So yeah. So sorry to cut you off, but yeah, what's your groove?
You're saying what's my favourite?
Yeah.
I do. I really do enjoy the funk stuff.
Yeah.
But it depends who I'm playing with as well. And
Yeah.
and the sound of the kit. Love the jazz stuff, and look, I don't mind playing a nice fat rock gig as well.
Yeah.
So I don't have a particular favourite.
Yeah.
I just and whether it's a Latin thing too, or
Yeah.
playing some
Yeah, definitely
Brazilian
saw
stuff.
some Latin stuff coming out.
Yeah. Pretty open-minded to any grooves, really. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So if we think back, 12-year-old Max, if you go back and give yourself some tips, and particularly the guys out there in internet land,
Yes.
a lot like jazz is really a difficult art. Like,
Yes.
in my opinion, I'm a rock player, and I'm like, yeah, I can teach anyone to play, 2/4 and smash it out, but jazz is really difficult. It's really that finesse and the control over the sticks. But
Yes.
But from your perspective, what kind of advice would you give yourself?
Listen to your father.
Listen to your father and eat plenty of food from your mother.
And your mother. Advice, I was always given. I remember going to because after Box Hill TAFE, I had some great teachers at Victorian College of the Arts, and I had a great teacher there, piano teacher, Bob Settergreen, and crazy dude, beautiful man. But he'd always say to the drummers, and I'll never forget this, he goes, look, I'll just give you guys one advice if you want to play jazz. He goes, just try and play a standard a week, and listen,
Yeah.
understand the melody, sing the melody,
Right.
We can be playing, jazz patterns and get your technique and stuff, but just understanding the language of it.
Yeah.
He probably taught me just to sing melody and play it around the drums, play the melody. Not so much about playing your licks and stuff. I mean, we
Yeah.
practice our licks and stuff, but once we played melody, then it just comes out subconsciously, It's
Yeah.
just that muscle memory.
Yeah.
But and I say to guys, just even get a tune, sing it, and play it around the drums. Just play the melody and understand that more so than trying to just play rudiments. When it comes to jazz, it's a
Yeah.
combination of both. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a very controlled player. Like you'd leave room for other musicians to feature, and then when the space opens up.
Oh, you have to when
noticed
you're playing with bass players, mate. Especially in this ones.
Like you don't have electric guitarists. They're like, whoa. They're like stand in front of the drums.
Yeah,
you know?
right. Yeah.
Never stand in front of the drum set,
No.
can I tell you?
No.
Anyone who's got a bag full of sticks and a whole bunch of metal discs, I can tell you, it's not going to work out well for you. Awesome. Okay, favorite rudiment. What do you like playing?
That's an interesting question. I think I don't really have one. If I'm playing lots of feels, I'm probably playing combinations of, I don't know, I think lots of triplets, flams, singles, doubles, again, combinations of stuff that I've worked on over the years and still working, still work in progress, I like playing with sixes at the moment, doubles between hands and feet.
Yeah, nice. Yep. So give me a combination. What's one you?
Maybe singles, two singles, double. So what is it? Paradiddle diddle. Combinations. Like that.
So for those who don't know, paradiddle diddle. Easiest Easy way to remember is diddle, double, para, right, left, or left, right. So para, diddle, diddle. Easiest way to remember.
Sometimes,
yeah.
But no particular. I mean, I guess you do have favourites that just come out within your playing and stuff.
Yeah.
But again, consciously, I'm not thinking that I'm going to play this rudiment or that. I think it comes out. But
it certainly does. Now drums. What kind of drums are you playing at the moment?
At the moment, I'm playing a combination of Sleishman and Sonar. I'm playing the Benny Greb Sonar 13-inch.
Nice drum with the mutes. Or pre-mutes.
Not the new one. I think the new one's got the mutes.
It does, yeah.
But this is 13 by 5 3/4, I think. But it's so versatile.
We only use millimeters around here. We're on the other side of the ocean. No, it's fine. Inches are fine.
But it's a great drum, that one. I use that for lots of stuff, funk stuff, the jazz stuff, rock stuff.
The 13 diameter, a bit more control, a bit more poppy.
Yeah, and I can detune it right down, middle of tunes, and crank it. It's great. And Sleishman drums I'm using.
So Sleishman are made in?
Sleishman are made in Australia.
Yep.
Yeah,
nice.
Sydney. And I got onto Sleishman because I was doing the Tamworth gigs and bumped into Dave Sleishman. And we got to know each other because Dave was playing with a few artists there. And
So Tamworth is Country Music Festival?
Country Music Festival, Dave, got onto Dave and I was ready to find a different sound.
Yeah.
And I've got, what have I got? I've actually got two bass drums. I've got an 18 and a 20.
Yeah.
And I would say most gigs I do, whether jazz or rock, I'm always using the 18.
Yeah, nice.
More so. And it's got a nice little pop.
Yeah.
Not quite as poppy as this one.
Yeah.
What am I using? 10 and 14-inch full-time.
Nice. Now 10's pretty small for jazz primarily.
It's pretty small.
Probably works really great for funk.
Yeah. I still crank it up for the jazz stuff, but I also use for the jazz. I've got a little Sonar bop kit.
Nice.
I think you meant the jungle kit.
Jungle kit, yeah.
So I've got a couple of different sizes, different drums between Sonar, Sleishman.
Nice. And what are you looking for? What are you looking for in a drum set when you?
Always that, the drums to respond, find that nice.
So it gives you something back out of the drum.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Nice. Cymbals, you mentioned you had a bit of a mix.
I've been using some Istanbuls at the moment.
So Turkish.
The Turkish cymbals.
What country are that? Sorry. Where are they made? Istanbul? Right.
Istanbul.
Okay, no problems. Jokes.
And prior to that, I was using UFIP cymbals.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, Italian.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had a bit of an semi-endorsement through back in the days in Melbourne.
Yep. Tony Italia, I think.
Tony Italia. Hello, Tony. I haven't seen Tony for a while.
Hello and thank you, Tony.
Tony, thank you. UFIPs, I've got a combination of Istanbuls, and some Pacey Masters Series 2 I've been using.
Got some of those, they're lovely.
I'm liking them for the funk, the rock stuff. Not so much, a couple of
Hats,
jazzy
Ride,
things.
Crash, what kind of
Hats, I'm using some A's and K Zildjians, which I've been using for a while.
So medium, light, obviously probably not heavies, but...
Yeah, kind of pretty sort of medium-ish.
Yeah.
But I've just got combinations at the moment.
Well, that kind of tells me straight away that you're not a brand man, you're listening for tones. And for everyone
Exactly.
listening out there, that's how we like to choose our instruments. With our ears, not with our eyes.
And I'm still looking out. I'm still choosing stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's nice.
Listen
So
out
now
for
you've
some
got
stuff.
a drum school? So
Yes,
you're teaching? Yeah,
yes.
tell us about that.
That was inspired by trying to find a room to practice.
Right.
I thought, well, it was just always hard at home, not to annoy neighbours and stuff. So
Yeah.
But and a friend of mine in Mullaney, good mate, said, why don't he actually came up with the concept? He said, well, he said, get a room in town in Mullaney, and a room came up. So I actually just built a room within a room, and
nice.
put all the acoustic treatment stuff there. It's only been open for the last week. I've got a few students. It's called the Mullaney School of Drumming.
Yep, we'll put a link and everything there.
Yeah, so it's music drum school / practice space.
Your practice room, nice.
And,
that's great.
But it's just started. Yeah.
Awesome. And so other than that, what's the future? What's something you're excited about in drumland?
I'm excited about getting to another level of playing, I think, and still looking for sounds and trying to find, I suppose as musicians we're always searching for different tones and try and play what we can and try and work this whole jazz thing out.
Yeah.
Or this whole music
Absolutely.
thing out. What am I looking for? Look, I'm not really looking for anything in particular. I think I love what I'm doing now, and I'm playing with some wonderful people on the coast, and just still thriving, doing what I've done all my life.
Yeah, lovely.
Still playing and practicing.
You're living the dream, mate. Playing drums every day. Come on.
Yeah. Look, it's an incredible instrument. It's fascinating. Still trying to work it out, and there's so many languages to learn.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's the thing with drumming. We talk about styles, but there's also so many just Brazilian styles or Cuban or all kinds of stuff. It's endless. What we can do, and variations, and it's full on.
It's beautiful.
It's exciting.
I've thoroughly enjoyed spending the day with you and listening to you play, and just
thanks for having me.
Getting to know you better, and it's been awesome. And you truly are an amazing jazz player.
Thanks, man.
So, guys, Max Sportelli, thank you, mate, so much. Really
Cheers.
appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
We'll put some socials up. We'll put some links to everything we've mentioned here, and we'll do something special for Max and pop that up too, and get you to have a look and see just how good he is. Thanks for watching. I'm Tony Moore. This is Killer Drums and Max Sportelli in the big chair.
Cheers.
See you later.